Today on Community Connections, we'll talk with 3 faith communities about how they're sharing the spirit of Christmas through service to our communities all year long, how local churches are being good neighbors locally and globally, building community. Let's start with the church that's coming home to Baltimore, where it first began 100 years ago. Crossroads Church of the Nazarenes, the Garden Mission Baltimore, is a Christian nonprofit transforming Southwest Baltimore by creating gathering places where neighbors find dignity, belonging, and purpose. Let's go ahead and welcome Pastor Randy Clay of Crossroads Church of the Nazarene. How are you, sir?
Good to be here.
So, Pastor, tell us about Crossroads Church and the origin of it.
Yeah, so it's a pretty interesting origin story. Crossroads started out 100 years ago. It was founded in 1925 off Dawswell Avenue in Southwest Baltimore. And so 50 years later, it had moved over to Howard County in the 1970s. And then 50 years later, as we were coming out of the pandemic, we sensed a call back into our home city of Baltimore. And so with that, 2 years ago, we were invited into the Hollands Market neighborhood by a lady. Her name is Noble Bayer. She's a neighbor, and she owns the Black Cat Bakery there. And shared the vision, and we started collaborating on some community outreach projects. And then a year later, just last year, we had invested in a property in Hollands Market, directly across from the historic public market itself. So just as God was breathing life into the congregation 100 years ago, God is again breathing life into Baltimore City through us with the Garden Mission.
Do you know why it originally moved out to Howard County 50 years ago?
Not really. There was migration of people and such to the suburbs, and it had moved on, with that, yeah.
So, talking specifically Southwest Baltimore, what are some of the problems you guys are trying to solve there?
Yeah, so we know in Hollands Market, child poverty is an issue. The median income is about half the average of the city. But what we really notice is what amplifies those challenges is a lack of places to gather. There's no place for people to go. And so very few places for people to connect. And so in sociology and urban planning, these are places, they're called third places. So your first place is your home, your second place is your work or your school, but your third place is where you go to find community. And so that's the genesis of what we're addressing in our work.
Right, and why is that so important for our religious leaders to provide that to the community?
Yeah, at this time, as we celebrate Christmas, this is a time of Emmanuel, God with us. And so this is about the presence of the church with the people, among the people. So that's what the Garden Mission is attempting to do. It's being of its neighbors, with its neighbors.
Right. And of course, Jesus didn't spread the word alone, right? He had partners. So what are some of the partners you guys are dealing with?
Yeah. Strong programs, stronger partnerships, and basically in purchasing the 2 buildings that we have, we created a platform to extend the good work that other partners are doing now into Southwest Baltimore. So we partner with Young Life Baltimore City, which is a youth mentoring program. We partner with Helping Up Mission, which is a spiritual recovery program, and we're looking at pathways for employment with adults in active recovery. We partner with an organization called Breadcoin, which does community care and an interesting way integrating food entrepreneurs with community food needs, and another organization called Be More Caring, which does outreach to chronically homeless. So that's a, yeah.
Let's talk impact, right? You've been back at this for a few years now, so I'm sure you're starting to see the fruits of your labor. So let's talk how impactful this has been.
Yeah, right now we have, so we've purchased these 2 buildings, and we're working now to transform them into a pair of what we call spiritual enterprises. So these are neighborhood businesses with a faith-based purpose. So our first enterprise is something we call the Table at Hollins. By day, this is a gathering place for coffee, for tea, healthy and affordable meals, really a place to belong. It's a business incubator. It'll be a wellness and employment center. In the evening, it will transform into ministry space for community programs. And so it's a place where, some of our neighbors, Richard, an older adult, he can find community, have chess games with his friends in the mornings. It's where James, who's a food entrepreneur, he can gain experience and following in the neighborhood. It's where Destiny, a 16-year-old, can find her first internship, her first job, discover something that she's good at. So that's one of our enterprises. Second is something we're calling Threads in Hollins. So this is a thrift shop that is creating a retail where there is none now. And so that'll create opportunities for conversations and connections through that. We've opened up 3 new ministries as well this year. So the first is Soup at 6, which we host on Friday nights. This is a community meal where we invite anyone from the neighborhood to come and have a shared meal with us. We also have a clothing closet, a food pantry from there. We also do Celebrate Recovery, which is sort of our healing place. And this operates on Wednesday nights, and that's for hurts, habits, and hang-ups that we all have in life. And then we've created a new ministry called Alpha, and this is sort of a discovery place, a beginning for conversations about purpose, life, and faith. So in the sense of those are the things that we've done in ministries. We've also opened up, we've operated a few different traditions, and these are annual events that we host in the community. These are places that people can connect with. So we just finished our fall block party. We finished Friendsgiving in November and our cookies and caroling in December.
Got it. One last question, Pastor. How can those that are watching help?
Yeah, so you can visit our website at gardenmissionbaltimore.org. We're in a $300,000 capital campaign for the table at Hollins right now. So you could donate, could volunteer with our ministry programs, our traditions. Also, spread the word. Tell your church, tell your workplace that we're open for partnerships. And probably most importantly, pray. Pray for our neighborhood, pray for our neighbors, those that we open the doors to. Pray for the Garden Mission, that it can be good soil for growing people.
All right, we'll leave it right there. All right, to learn more about the Garden Mission Baltimore, visit gardenmissionbaltimore.org. And you're welcome to visit, like the pastor said, volunteer and support their work of coming home to Southwest Baltimore and being good neighbors, working to build community.